Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. About to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First and 10. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And more yards after contact. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
At the 46-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Let's go. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Burke. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Falcons are on the move. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Briggs. Throws for the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back in the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Fighting off the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The run to the left. Ran through the contact. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Movement here from the tight end. Power football with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Pulls and fires complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets him to the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They are up by just 1 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He's taking the shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They want to run this quarterback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls!
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this.
Going deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, look at... Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
The give out of the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the punishment has been extended.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Running behind that left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Back to pass, it's Nolan. Looking to the big tight end. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Racing down the left side. The 20. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
691, Gator scores.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. first down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll put the tight end in motion. And he's running in the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over, Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point.
And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Nolan. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on.
0.
Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch. It's Gonzalez. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job, Stoke.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Miami.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Wide out in motion. On the move. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on, did not have a turnover.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. From the gun. They're trying to get to it. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami, 28, Ohio State, 7.
And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Final little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, looking for a man. Pulls it in, it's Graham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout this season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on them.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 19, set to take off.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. He's loose. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 35, Ohio State 14.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the play fake. Fires on the run. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is when an offense really makes their money. Like when you can be a team that they know you're running the football, you know you're running the football, but you can still get little chunk plays right here. And most importantly, with the lead, keep that clock ticking.
Now on 1st down from the 43. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Still looking on the move. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. This quarterback part of their running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row, now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
Gonna take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The pitch to the left. At the 35, he's loose. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
42 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.